1 year after record-breaking flooding destroyed many area homes, local communities are still struggling to rebuild after the storm.
News 8's Alex Giannakopoulos has a look at how one village is still fighting to get back on its feet.
There are 415 people living in Readstown. That's according to the 2010 census. But the population may be lower now after several families had to abandon their homes following the 2018 flood. With several vacant homes, the village is getting help from federal funding to clear them out, but they also know they need to help themselves first.
This is how we lock the window. Technical things of a small town village, you know.
You can often catch Village of Readstown clerk Susan Mueller getting away from the paperwork and going for walks.
I love to walk through town, even in winter. It's a nice little community.
But there's a certain part of town she doesn't like to walk through.
It's just that feeling. It brings back the feeling of that day and the fact that so many people lost so much.
The flood that shut down the small village may have happened 1 year ago.
It was over 8 feet of water.
But it left behind damage the village is still trying to recover from.
The brown house way over in the corner is not lived in. It's been abandoned. These two places are not repaired yet.
The flood damaged several homes beyond repair. Currently, Readstown has 11 homes that aren't livable. They are waiting for funding to have them removed.
We have to be patient.
She recalls FEMA workers who worked with her on her redevelopment plans, but other national disasters have taken priority.
I can't tell you how many FEMA people I have worked with. I get to know them, and then they call me and say, "Hey Sue, I'm being sent down to Florida to help with this, so I'm going to transfer you over to this person."
That has significantly slowed down the process of removing the abandoned homes. But even when it does happen, it could be a catch-22 for the village.
There's a lot lost when you gain green space.
For homes removed by FEMA, the lots are called green spaces. They can't be built on and can only be turned into a public space like a park. But parks need to be maintained, something that Readstown can't afford to do.
You rely on your tax base to help pay for your public works employees. Well, if you lose 11 homes in a town and now it becomes green space, you need more workers, but you have less money to pay them. How are you this morning? I agree, it is a beautiful day.
As Sue's walk comes to an end, she's happy her village is continuing to work to recover from the flood.
And that's really the way it has to be. You have to, as a town, village, or whatever, get up and say, okay, I'm going to start working at this.
So for Sue, that means it's time to get back to work. Now, Mike and Martha, a major milestone for Readstown will happen Monday during their Labor Day celebration in Tourist Park. It's one of the 5 biggest events of the year for the village, which had to be canceled last year due to the flood.
All right, thanks a lot, Alec. Not all homes that need clearing are from last year's flood. One house has been empty since a flood in the area back in 2016.